back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. Thank you for your love and for your support. I really appreciate each and every one of you that have subscribed to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. Like I always say, I actually don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. I celebrate all of my subscribers. Okay, guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew a simple Dolman gown. So you can see the picture showed earlier on the thumbnail. That's what we're going to be doing. Is a simple dress really. And for this dress we're just going to need two measurements. We're going to need the shoulder measurement and then the length of the dress. So that's what we're going to be making use of. And then if you are new to the channel, you are highly and very welcome. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to Stylish Naija YouTube channel and then hit on the bell also to get an update whenever I upload a new video. And then if you want to register for our online classes, you can see my number scrolling through the screen. Just send me a message on WhatsApp and then I'll give you the details of the classes that we have presently available. And then you can also follow me in all of my social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, all at Stylish Naija. Okay, so now let's get started. I'm going to make an illustration of how to, because it is a cut together sleeve, I'm going to just explain how to measure the sleeve for the dress, because those are the measurements that we're going to be needing. Okay, guys, so these are the two measurements that I'm going to be needing: the full length of my dress, which is 34, and then my shoulder measurement, which is 12. When you times it, it's going to be 24. So I'm going to explain that right now. Okay, guys, so these are the measurements that I am needing. Like I said, if you are making a Dolman dress, since it is a cut together sleeve, this is what you are going to do. You are going to take your tape like this and then you place it on the center back, and then you measure up to where you want your sleeve to get to. So mine is a short sleeve, so it's going to get to 12 inches. So when you put it from this part to this part, you are going to have 24. That's folded into two. So this is like folded into two. So I have 12 inches. So the next measurement that I'm going to measure is the length of the dress. So I'm just going to go ahead like this. I'll measure the length of the dress. So these are basically, and for my dress, I'm going to make it of 34 inches. So these are the measurements that I'm going to be needing. Okay, so you can see that it is a Ankara mix match kind of style. So these are the fabric that I'm going to be making use of. This is a plain fabric, and then this is the Ankara. So for mine, you can decide to make it four, but mine, I'm going to be making three pieces. Is going to be with the plain fabric, and then one part of the front is going to be the Ankara. So for this kind of dress, if you want to make, you can decide to make use of a pattern, but I'm just going to be using the freehand to cut it out, and then I'll cut this one out also. So this, what I have here is about 2 yards, and then this one is about 1 yard of Ankara. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold my fabric. I'm going to cut out the back first with the ash fabric, and then we continue from there. So I folded my fabric. The first line I have here is my length, the length line, which is 34. I added 2 inches to make it 36, and then the next time I'm going to add the sleeve measurement. So like I said, I'm using 12 inches. I'm going to add allowance of about 2.5. You can add 2 inches. This one is for a small size. If you are making for a plus size, most times the sleeve is usually between 16 to 20 inches or 24 thereabout, depends on how long you want it to be. So I'm going to mark on this line now, and then from this point I'm going to come down by 1 inch. So this 1 inch, I'm just going to blend it into this point like this, just to create my shoulder slope. And then from this point I'm going to create my sleeve opening. So for the sleeve opening, since it's for a small size, the sleeve opening, I'm going to be making use of 8 inches. So that's my 8 inches right there. I'm going to mark it like this. It is a Dolman, so you notice it is straight. We're not creating any armhole. So from this point now, what I'm going to do now, from my armhole point, I'm just going to come in by 1 inch. Seriously. So I'll come in. So from this point, I'm going to come in by 1 inch. Why I'm coming in by 1 inch is just to enable me create like a curve. You can see it. That's just what I want to do with the 1 inch or 1.5. And then from this point, I'm just going to take, it depends on how wide. If you want to use the same measurement of the sleeve, that's the same wideness for the down part. All you are going to do, you are just going to measure what you have here, and then you repeat it at the down part of your dress. You just repeat it, and then you can just give it like a square shape like this. If you want it, if it is a doorman, like a flay doorman that you want to do, you can just open up like this, so you are still going to get the same effect. So that's the essence. So here you just blend this part. It's not supposed to be straight, and then you're just going to float it like this. So that is how simple it is to cut out this dress. So I'm going to go ahead now, cut it out. Okay guys, so I've cut out, this is the back. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut out one piece of this. So what I mean by one piece, you can see this one is folded into two. One piece that is going to be for the side of the front. I'm going to cut that out now. Okay, so I finished cutting that out. So to cut that out, what I did, I just placed my fabric. It is not on fold because I just need one piece. I just placed it and then placed the original fabric on top, and then you add half of an inch because you know you are going to join it. So I'm going to take, so this now is the part of the front, which is one side of the front. So I'm going to cut out my ankara now. So I'm going to lay my ankara. It is not on fold. I'm not putting it on fold, and then I'm going to place this and then cut out the other piece. Okay, so you see I've placed it, and then I'm just going to trim it. So the next thing I'm going to do now, okay, so at the end of it, I'm going to open them up now. So you're going to see. So you see, this is how it's going to be. So I'm going to join them together so you can see the shape of our dress. I'm going to go and join them together first before we add the neckline. So it is easier and better that way. So I'll stitch it and then come back and show you. So you can see I finished stitching. So you see it is looking really beautiful. The next thing now, we're going to add our neckline to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold it out. Okay, so for the width of our neckline, we're going to make use of 3.5 inches. So this is 3.5 inches. That's the width. And then for the depth, so I'm going to cut out the back neckline first. So the back neckline, the depth, I'm going to make use of 1.5 inches. And then the front is going to be 4.5 inches or 4 inches. I think I'm just going to go with 4 inches. So I'm just going to mark it this way. This is for the front neckline, and then this is for the back neckline. So I'll cut out the back neckline first, and then I'll cut out the front neckline. And then I'll go ahead, I'll just, so for the down part, we're going to shape out the down part of our dress. So if you notice, it is not entirely straight. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to this part. I'll just mark 2 inches upwards like this, and then I'm going to create a curve into this part. So that is all for the dress. So the next thing is just for me to go and couple it. So for the stitching, it is a simple process. Depends on how you want to cover your neckline. Depends on what you want. If you want to make use of a facing, you can make use of a facing. So you can see that it is looking like what we have on the picture. The dress does not have any zip. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'll join mine on the shoulder. After joining it on the shoulder, I'll use like a bias to just turn out the neckline. So that's what I'll go and do. And then I'll join the side and come back, place it on the mannequin for you to see the final look of the dress. Okay guys, so at the end of the day, you can see how our Ankara mismatched Dolman dress looks like. It actually came out really beautifully well. So I had to use this belt. I don't have that Obi belt. I just use the sash. So thank you so much. If you find this video helpful, please, I would appreciate if you hit on the like button. If you have not subscribed to Stylish Naija YouTube channel already, please subscribe to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. God bless.